Hello guys, Crispy here, welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing a GeForce RTX 5090 in Gothic 1 Remake. This one is the Founders Edition model of the card. I'm running it with the latest Nvidia drivers, and I'm not manually overclocking it. It's already pushing like 500 watts plus, so OCing this card is probably not the best idea. You can see all of its specs right here in Tech Power-Ups GPU-Z, and over on the left, I'm pairing it with a Ryzen 7 9800X 3D and 32GB of RAM. Let's get into it, shall we? And well guys, we're starting here in this initial part of the game just to check out some settings and FPS numbers, and we're getting 75 frames per second utilizing the 4K resolution 75 FOV, which is the default, utilizing no upscaler, alright, but if you turn this off, there is still some TAA that looks pretty soft actually in this game. Down in post-processing, you can see that I disabled motion blur, but I left everything else at default. And down here, I'm using the Gothic settings, which are the very high settings in this game. There's still the Alkimia Overdose, but these are experimental settings. I will try those out later, but yeah, we should see very low performance there. That's expected, I guess. At least they say that it's experimental. All right, and guys, as I told you, over here, it gets a pretty soft image if you turn off the upscaling. It's, yeah, it's not my cup of tea. I'm at 4K resolution. I want to see crispy graphics, of course, hence my name. Crisp. Anyway, yeah, this is not really that great. It's definitely playable, and it gets you a little bit higher FPS than if you enable some upscaling with like native resolution, native AA and stuff like that. But since the game is quite soft like this, and it does have some noise, noticeable noise and smudginess around like vegetation and stuff, there's basically no detail there, you know, especially on darker parts of the vegetation. I wouldn't really choose to play like this. Alright guys, you should definitely try and utilize a bit of upscaling. Now the upscaling, let me go back to that other area with the water because it's a little bit more intensive actually. Okay, here we go. So we're getting 73 FPS here at native 4K without upscaling, and we have a lot of options here. We got Unreal TSR, which you can set to native, so that's just going to be the upscaler from the Unreal Engine, since this game is UE5. You probably guessed it already, since it's noisy and a little bit soft, even at 4K resolution, you know. A little bit noisy as well on the water. You can see a bit of noise there. And the performance dropped from 73 FPS to 66 FPS. So this is a very intensive form of anti-aliasing here. In fact, it's even more intensive than the DLSS 4.5 native AA. So it's DLAA right here, 100% resolution scale. And this gets us 68 frames per second instead of the 73 that we were getting previously, or 72, whatever. So it's a big drop-off in performance still of about 5 to 8%, but it's not as intensive as TSR, and I think it actually looks a little bit better. It's a bit crisper, in my opinion. Still got a little bit of noise there on the water, but hey, I think this is how I would play this game with a 5090, at least in this initial part of the area. I'm happy with what I'm seeing. Obviously, I usually utilize like frame generation 2 times on top of these settings. Quality DLSS might actually look really good here since it's DLSS 4.5, so those are probably the best ways to play this game, especially if you don't have a 5090 and you have like a 5070 Ti, for example. But this is giving me decent frame rates to the point where I could consider this as the main experience, you know. All right, there's a pickaxe over here. That's very nice. All right, can I equip it? Yes, I can. There's also a chest right here. We're seeing a few frame time spikes here and there, guys, because, again, it's Unreal Engine 5, so that's expected. But it's not like the worst that I've seen in UE5. It's also not the prettiest UE5 game that I've seen. For example, the latest game that I tested, Fate Keeper, that was the most beautiful game that I've ever seen in UE5, and it ran a little bit better than this. But that's an early access game. Uh-oh, wait a second, let me get my pickaxe over here. Bam! Bam! Oh my god, he takes a lot of HP off of me. Jesus. What is this? Maybe some healing? Come on, eat something, buddy. Be faster, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, this is very conveniently placed. I can see the meat right there. Why can't I eat it? Oh boy. Okay, maybe if I scavenge this guy. Nope, that doesn't happen. Okay. Anyway, this is the first time that I'm playing this. I did not play the first one in 2001. All right, it's a very old game, so I don't know what to expect, really. But you know what? Even though the graphics aren't really fantastic and the performance isn't really fantastic either, yeah, I know, it is decent on a 5090, but something slower will definitely not get these FPS that we're getting here. I'm still not too mad right now, just because I've seen a lot worse at this point. Come on, come on. No, 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 no. Stop that. There we go. All right. Also, DLAA over here is removing a lot of... Come on, stop that. Oh my god, I'm almost dead. I'm almost dead. Run away. Run away from the bastard. Let's go. Oh boy. There's probably more loot around here, but I can't really stop right now. Otherwise, I'll die with this little guy here. Oh boy. Yeah, the stutters are putting me off a little bit. Not gonna lie, guys. Also, the VRAM consumption is not really that high, so that's something, but that's usually the norm. Okay, I shouldn't have gone back. That's usually the norm in UE5 titles. Even the worst optimized ones don't consume that much VRAM, like Borderlands 4, for example. What is this? Welcome to the colony. Thank you. It looks beautiful, actually, sometimes. I'm not sure about the color palette, though. It's very brownish, you know. But hey, water looks decent. I could see that algae over there popping in. Okay, but everywhere else, the view distance is actually pretty decent. Are these guys friendly? Probably not. Oh, there's another one of those things over there. Scavenger bastards, dinosaurs, whatever. Maybe I should go this way. Alright, come on. Don't die, buddy, please. Oh, I'm losing a lot of blood. Look at that. Okay, that's probably bad, right? There could be like piranhas or something around here. I don't know. Oh, there he is. Oh. Okay, let's go this way. Oh man, that's a lot of stuttering now. And it's dropping into the 50s. Okay, so for some reason, the water is very demanding in this game, guys. Damn. What have they done? It's probably like the lumen reflections or something like that, right? All right, you know what? I'm gonna stop it right there. And I'm gonna try to heal myself. Do I have something total? Oh, I have beer? Beer heals me in this game. That is amazing. Okay, drink more beer. More beer. More beer. Wait, no, okay, I don't have more beer. Do I have like meat or something? Rice schnapps. Sure, I'll get that. Oh wait, it regenerates health per second. Interesting. Didn't notice that. Oh man, this game is pretty interesting, actually, the mechanics and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie, this could be a very interesting game for us to check out in more GPUs and play through it. Let me know if that's something that you'd like to see. Of course, it all depends on viewers' interest. Oh my god, that's a ton of stuttering. Okay, there are more monsters there. Okay, maybe we should go in this direction. Maybe they're not bad people after all. Okay, wait, what is this? Just gonna grab that. Maybe I can sell it later. All right, but the performance right now is pretty atrocious. All right, that initial part of the game was a bit misleading. We were getting 70 plus sometimes, most of the time actually, but now it's dropping into the 50s. So we need to compromise on something. And the first thing that I would compromise with the 5090, I know, this is a $3 or $4 or $5 or whatever $1,000 GPU, and I need to compromise. That's already ridiculous. It's not UE5's fault, by the way. I was going to say that's the UE5 way, but no, it's not UE5's fault. It's most developers in this engine just can't optimize for some reason, and this is the end result. It's very sad, actually. What is this? Does this heal me as well? Wait, what the heck? Okay. Oh yeah, this one heals me as well. This one heals me. Okay, this is nice. Lots of things heal me. Consume. All right, we also got a torch, fists, and an arrow. And I think there was a sword back there, actually. But I couldn't really grab it because of the other little bastard, you know? Anyway, let's start counting our FPS. With quality DLSS, this is looking absolutely fantastic, actually. Compared to DLAA. The game does not look absolutely fantastic. Like, look at this, for example. I mean, come on. But compared to the DLAA stuff that we just saw, the native AA stuff, This is looking great. This is basically the same. I don't really see a major difference in terms of resolution and crispness of the graphics and stuff. So I could definitely play like this, and I would definitely choose quality DLSS over DLAA in this one, at least at 4K resolution. Seems to work pretty well. Around the character and around the hair of the character, I can see like slight bit of noise, and especially while running like this, and he's far away from the camera, you know. I can definitely spot a bit of noise on his hair, but it's not really a major deal. Just gonna grab this plant. Oh my god, it's probably your plant. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jack. It's Jack, right? It probably looks like Jack, I guess. Well, let's go inside of the city, right? It could be like more CPU intensive, more CPU bound.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm
in there.
Yeah.
No shit.
Why did you
You're not here
ask?
to start trouble, are you?
Come on, bro. I'm gonna burn down the old camp. That's probably not a good
Just wanna
idea
take
to
a
say.
look
Yeah.
Gonna cost you 10.
Character models aren't really the most fantastic that I've seen, but they're not bad looking. Diego, yes.
Diego told me to meet him in there.
Yes.
There you go, eh?
Like the beard looks pretty good, actually.
Fine. Go on in.
All right. So I'm in, my friends. I said the right words. Hello, guard. All right, so I'm seeing a lot of fluctuation there on the GPU usage. Look at that. It dropped to 67% briefly there. It's only when it's stuttering, right? Yeah, so that could just be due to instability with stuttering issues and stuff like that. One thing that I noticed is that this game also didn't have any shader compilation feature. And when I was first launching the game, I didn't see that shader compilation, and I was like, yeah, it's probably going to stutter a lot. So that's why we're getting 58 FPS. Developers, please. Oh, what the heck, bro? Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Do these actually, like, grow up or something? Like, what the heck? Bug meat. It heals me? Okay, well, I'm probably going to end up eating that. I'm not sure. Maybe on a campfire or something. But alright guys, I guess it's not really stuttering as much right now because we already went through this area. You know, this is the entrance of this city, castle thingy. Yeah, so it's going to be... What now? I don't know what happened there, but as I was saying, since we already went over this area, the shader's already compiled, it should be a smoother experience from now on. And it is indeed. It's not having those massive stutters anymore. Fortunately, right? It still has some little spikes, though, and micro-stuttering issues, and I haven't been to this area, so we also got a massive stutter there, but... yeah, shader compilation. It's important, developers. Please add it to the game. It's already a playable experience. At least it's not dropping from 60 FPS. It's still not really acceptable these days, this amount of stuttering, but I mean, to some people it is acceptable, so what can you do? A lot of people will be playing with this amount of stuttering and be happy with it, so there's that. I'm just very picky when it comes to that, and I mean, if you're paying $50 for a game, it shouldn't really stutter. Also, let me bring up the latency and 1% lows on the top of the screen. That big stutter was just because it was loading the on-screen display there. And in terms of latency, it's really low at the moment, so absolutely no problem with this. In terms of stability of the image, it's actually really good. It's one of the best image stabilities that I've seen recently in a UE5 game. Like, oh my god. No. I hate these things. They take like half of HP with each attack. It's crazy. Alright, come over here. Maybe they'll help me. No? They'll just stand there. The bastard. Can I scare him away with fire? Oh my god. Oh my god. No, maybe not. Oh, wait. Hello? Please help. Yes, thank you. Oh, one hit. That's amazing. Thank you. So, why did you drop this? No, grab the torch. I want my torch back. I didn't want to drop that. Bro. Oh. Anyway, well, that's some decent raw meat right there. All right, bunch of vegetation right here. Obviously, with frame generation, this is no issue whatsoever. It also kind of masks the micro-stuttering issues. Only the bigger stutters will be noticeable, like that. Exploring this little castle thingy over here, this tower. Light campfire. Oh, I don't have my torch anymore, bro. Seriously. Why did I drop it? Oh my god, what the heck? Okay. Maybe that's it. Move up or down. What the hell is happening? What am I doing? Did I break the lockpick? I probably did. Yep.
I don't have the right key.
God damn it. The game is hard. Alright, it doesn't really hold your hand. You know, that's a kind of a breath of fresh air, actually. Alright, so let's go back. Seems like we have dynamic time of the day as well. It's getting a bit darker at the moment. I need to find a bed, probably. Sleep the night off. Yeah, the FPS are alright. I mean, they're not amazing. They're okay. Oh boy, big stutter there. Alright, you know what? Let me just go here. I'm gonna ignore that bastard. I'm gonna go to this camp over here. Maybe they're friendly, I don't know. Well, they'll definitely help me with this guy, right?
Turn back, mate. That's Orc territory past this wall.
Okay.
I guess that means it's dangerous.
Let's put it
Probably
this way.
dangerous, yes.
If you're dead set on going in there, you'll have to hand over all your ore.
Oh no. I'm not gonna hand over anything.
Better head back then.
Good choice.
Okay. I just need you to kill that bastard over there. Can you do that for me? No? Oh, there's... Okay. Wolves. Yeah, not gonna go there. Okay. Alright, you know what? That's enough frame generation 2 times. These are probably the settings that I would utilize if I really wanted to play this game with the stuttering issues that it had, which I don't, but I'll keep testing it in other GPUs if you're interested. Again, you also got the option of going up to like 6 times FG in this game. This is the second game that we've seen that allows this without going into the Nvidia app to change it to dynamic frame generation 6 times. This is just gonna give you locked 6 times FG, but first I want to check it out with 4 times FG. The baseline FPS that we were getting were around like 80, 90, you know, with the DLSS quality, so I feel like it's going to be a decent experience still. Nice dynamic shadows there. Alright, yeah, you know what? Some things about this game look pretty decent. Now, 4 times frame generation, again, since the baseline FPS were pretty alright, it doesn't feel bad in terms of input latency. I can feel a little bit higher input latency. Can you stop? Can you stop talking to me? I'm an introvert. Piss off. The latency is low. I can tell a little bit of a difference, but it's fine for a third-person game, in my opinion. Absolutely. The stuttering is still there.
Where are we going? Or is that a surprise? I love surprises.
Okay, bro. You're so weird, Mud. What the heck is wrong with you? Okay, it's probably his house. No, he's following me. He's following me around. No way. We got a friend. Very nice. Okay. All right. That's all right. Can I grab a sword? Is there a sword around here? Don't mind me. Can I kill both of them and grab their sword?
Just do your thing and don't mind me. I'll just stay here and keep you company.
Okay, bro. You don't need to talk to me and go into a cutscene every time you want to say something, all right? No. Oh, God. That's not what I meant to do. It isn't even flinched, though. All right. Come on. Bam. Come on. Bam. 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 Let's go. I don't think we're doing anything to him, actually. Yeah. Never mind. I'm just gonna sleep the night off if I can. Probably gonna get busted and thrown into jail for that. I don't know. Hopefully not. Can I sleep until the morning here? I guess? No, maybe not. It's probably gonna be nighttime. Oh, it's morning time. He's still there, walking towards the wall. Oh, what the heck? Look at him. Bro, don't put me into a cutscene.
So, say, where are we going?
Stop! Stop! I don't want anything to do with you, you bastard. Okay, anyway, guys, this is playable like this. I don't see a huge amount of artifacting. In fact, I don't really see any artifacting whatsoever here with 4x FG, so it works great with the 5090, with the baseline FPS that we were getting, basically. So this is one of the best games when it comes to the frame generation implementation in terms of like artifacting and stuff. Oh my god.
Could it be that you're just running in circles? I mean, I don't know where you're going, but...
Are you kidding me, dude? I'm gonna have to kill you. I'm gonna have to kill you. Alright, there we go. He ran away. We're safe from mud. So 4x FG is definitely doable in this game. How about 6x FG? Well, this is giving us around 400 plus FPS with a bit of stuttering still. Quite a lot of stuttering, actually. In terms of stability, somehow, I can notice a little bit of weirdness sometimes. It's really hard to say, actually. I don't think the average Joe will notice a difference, either in terms of latency or in terms of image stability. This is really impressive with 6x FG in this game. 390, this is crazy. These are crazy high frame rates, obviously, and with 6x frame generation, it actually works with these crazy high frame rates. It's weird because thinking about it, 4x usually gives you a lot of ghosting and weird artifacts in other games, but in this one it was almost flawless, I think. I couldn't notice anything wrong with it, at least. And when it comes to 6x, I mean, every game that I tried with 6x frame generation up until now has been quite noticeable in terms of artifacting and ghosting and motion blurs and stuff like that, and I didn't like it, but in this one it's fine. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try to do this, guys. Come on, 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 come on. Bam! Alright, one more. Bam! Alright, good. There's another one there. Alright, wait a second. No. Move. The W didn't really register there for some reason. Okay, again. Bam! Alright. No! Bam! And bam! Okay. There are crocs over there, jeez. Oh my god, there's one over there. Okay. Oh boy. I don't like those either. Oh, this is probably a terrible idea to go into the water. Why am I all bloody when I go into the water? Maybe I'm just cleaning myself. Damn, this is quite enjoyable with 6x. What else can I say? Okay, this is totally unexpected. So that's it, guys. I think maybe we could try like a little bit of performance DLSS here, just to see the FPS without frame generation. 100 FPS. All right, it gives you slightly higher frames. Oh my gosh, that one is a big one. Big dino. Big forest area as well. It's a little bit more intensive here, I guess, probably because of the vegetation. Oh my god. Don't stop moving. Don't stop moving. I'm hearing a lot of noise. Ah, nope. Nope. Oh, there's another one there. Okay. Oh, there's Jack over there, I guess. That's a wolf. Oh my god. Yep. This is giving me Ark Survival Evolved vibes. Or Ascended, since it's UE5. No, Ascended works so much worse in terms of FPS. Alright, let's go. Into the water. We're good now. Everything is alright. Got a little cabin over there. Water is peaceful here somehow. Anyway, you get the idea, right? Like, performance DLSS still works pretty well if you want a bit higher baseline FPS, for FG to be enabled and so on, or even without FG if you want like a faster, higher refresh rate experience without the use of frame generation. This is it. It works pretty well still. I can notice that the vegetation is just a little bit less detailed with performance DLSS, but it still looks really good. Damn, look at that. Jack's going at it. Oh my god, they're jumping around, killing the bastards. Oh. Okay. Interesting. What is this? There's a chest here. Can I open it? Oh, okay. No, yeah, that was unlocked. Good stuff. I thought I had to lockpick it. But nope. Oh, more. Oh, boy. No. Okay, I'm gonna stand right here. Stand my ground. All right, do not move towards me. And we're going to go back to native resolution here and utilize the maximum settings. Okay, so we're getting 66 frames per second, 67. No, I'm not going to make that joke. It's not even a joke. Like 67. No. I'm going to go up to the Alkimia Overdose experimental settings. And since this is UE5, we probably don't need to restart. I'm still going to restart in just a little bit, but I want to see the FPS differences here first. So we went from 66 FPS to 41 FPS. What changed in terms of settings, I hear you ask? I don't know. We bumped everything up a notch, so it should be looking a lot better, or at least better in some way. And since we're dropping into the 30s now with a 5090, I would say, yeah, it needs to be a heck of a lot better in terms of visuals, but it isn't. It looks almost the same to me. Oh my gosh. So we either kill this one or we kill the croc. Can you help me, dude?
Hey, you.
Me?
No, your grandma.
Okay.
Of course I'm talking to you. I wouldn't go down there.
Why are they so sarcastic, bro?
Can you get any more? That's all.
Oh.
Alright. Okay, he's hunting. The croc is hunting. I like that the enemies in this game don't focus on you, you know? They actually see other animals and they go hunt. But yeah, guys, like, this is now getting really low FPS. So don't max this game out. I'm gonna save this. New save. Hell yes. Okay, I'm gonna quit the game to restart it completely. Maybe it didn't apply something properly. I doubt it, though. Oh, nice. It actually comes back to the exact same place where we were. Okay, very nice. I don't think we should be heading this way, though. Doesn't seem as intense. Oh boy, yes, we should definitely not be heading this way. Oh my god. All right, guys. And we should also not utilize these extremely high settings. The experimental settings are, like they say, experimental. I wish more games did that. Games that have the maximum preset dropping FPS to 30 with a 5090 should probably call that preset experimental. It's like little life hack, I guess, for developers to say that their games are not as terribly optimized. But, you know, it doesn't sit too bad with me if that's the case, if they tell you it's experimental. Alright, you know what, like this fog that we're seeing here, I'm not sure if it was here before. 35 though, that is very low performance. So let me try a little bit of quality DLSS. It brings it up to 50s. Alright, so this is more like the normal UE5 performance that we're used to, right, in terribly optimized games. But it's experimental, so I give it a pass. With performance DLSS, you can actually enjoy experimental settings above 60 FPS most of the time. Hi. Oh boy. No, bro. No. Just stay there. You stay there as well. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. No. You did not see anything. There's a lot of food here. Yes. I'm ready to defend my food. It's probably their food, actually. Like, they hunt these things down. All right. Oh, there's another one there. Okay. You know what? Adult! No, that's an adult! Oh my god, I'm dead! Ah! Right. Load last save game, thank you. So apparently it's still possible to get decent FPS with the help of DLSS performance with the 5090, even on the experimental settings, which is not too terrible. If you want to use experimental settings, sure, go ahead. I think with the frame generation is going to be a lot better though, so let me just use like 2 times. Yeah, this is alright. Doesn't look smudgy or anything. Looks decent. The baseline FPS were definitely enough for a good FG experience, you know? So, this is nice. I can enjoy this, even with maximum settings. So if you want to not compromise on anything in terms of you again, are you serious? Can I bring you close to these guys over here? Can you kill mud? That would be nice. Oh my god, so much stuttering right now. It's loading things that it hasn't loaded on these new settings in this area. So this is what happens. My god, that's terrible. We got like 18 FPS, 1% lows, 17, 1% lows. Holy crap, this is unplayable now. This needs a shader compilation feature. Come on. What the hell is this? The worst that I've seen. Maybe it's like the rain or something as well. Because it started raining. Maybe it needs to compile shaders for the rain. I don't know, but this is extreme stutter. Like, I don't remember the last time that I saw such extreme stutters, actually. It's like, what, 2 seconds apart? 1 second apart? This kills the experience completely. No, stop! You also kill the experience completely. You're almost dead, dude. Leave me alone. Yeah, this is terrible. What the heck is going on? I'm gonna try to fix it. So I'm gonna disable frame gen. Still having those spikes. Look at the frame time. My god, what the heck? Is it because of the Alkimia Overdose setting? If I go back to Gothic, will it be okay? Yep. Yep. Well, it still has little spikes there, yeah, but it's completely fixed at this point, right? So the max settings are broken, especially when it starts raining, or maybe because it's inside of the city area, it's more intensive, I don't know, man. But something was definitely wrong right there with the maximum settings. Pretty terrible experience, so since it's unplayable, I mean, it's experimental, so they're experimenting things. Now, how it shouldn't perform well is with 8K resolution, which of course we need to test because a couple of you have 8K monitors, right? And play on 8K TVs. So here we go, guys. It says that it is at 3840 by 2160, but the scaling on my on-screen display says otherwise. I set it to the maximum right now and it's smaller than before. And also, the native resolution stuff also says otherwise. So we are at 8K resolution. VRAM allocation is at 26 gigabytes. Look at that, 26 and a half. Usage is at 21. It went down massively right now. What the hell happened there? Okay. Did it swap into the RAM? I did not notice that, actually. Probably not. It's very far away still from the 32 gigabytes of this GPU, right? We still got that fog, by the way. I wondered if that was because of the maximum settings, but no, it's still here on the Gothic settings. The hell, there's a little crap right there. This is super detailed right now, but so was 4K resolution. And now we're getting 20 FPS, so this is a pretty terrible experience. So we need to utilize DLSS here. I'm going to use Performance DLSS right away. This renders the game at 4K and upscales to 8K. And most people, or at least I hope everyone who plays at 8K resolution use upscaling, okay, on performance, because this looks the same, all right? I don't have an 8K monitor, but the PPI is so high on those monitors that it will look insanely close to the native resolution stuff, even with performance DLSS. So 40-ish FPS, not a very good baseline to enable FG on top of either. So I'm not sure what I would end up doing. Probably lowering down the settings to high or something. Oh my god. You know what? At least they can't really catch up with us. Even though I'm... Of course, right as I say that. Alright, we're back here, guys. Getting those 50s. I don't like this. I don't like this experience. Okay, it feels pretty choppy. The stuttering doesn't help, especially at the lower frame rates. So I wouldn't really play like this. We can't do ultra performance, which would be quite decent here at 8K resolution, you know, but this game only allows us to go down to performance. We could enable like FG 2 times, but this brings the latency up by quite a bit, actually. I can definitely feel that because our baseline FPS weren't high enough, right? They were in the 50s. And I mean, it works, I guess. If it was like a 4060, I would be happy still with this experience, like 90 FPS with FG 2 times. Because compromises have to be made. But this is a 5090, and if I'm spending that amount of money, or if anyone's spending that amount of money on a computer, they probably won't be happy with 50-ish milliseconds of latency, or a baseline FPS of 50, and then need to utilize frame gen to get 80s. It's fine in reality. I could play like this. But no, just stick to 4K. That's where this shines, obviously. You know, I just want to check it out on high here for a second, and performance DLSS as well. So this is not even good enough for those 60 average FPS, but it's very close right now. We gained about, what, 5 to 10 FPS or something like that? Yeah, most of the time it's actually in the 50s still. So still not very good. Yeah. I mean, what can we do here? Medium settings? At this point, just downgrade your monitor to a 4K one if you have an 8K one for some reason. Even medium settings are very intensive here. It's not giving me a lot more FPS, right? I would expect a bigger increase in frame rates when going from very high settings to medium. But there's like a 15 FPS difference. So in reality, to achieve 60 plus 100% of the time, I guess we will need to drop it down to low. There's one thing on high still, by the way. Wind quality. Huh. There's a... I've never seen a quality setting for wind, but okay. And this gives us an extra like 5-ish, 10 FPS maybe compared to medium. The heck is this? Yeah, those textures are starting to look pretty rough. And this isn't even native 8K. This is 4K upscale to 8K with DLSS performance. If I set it to native, we're getting 40s. I've seen so many games at 8K native resolution on a 5090 running way better in this and looking way better in this as well. So with all of that said and done, thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed this Gothic 1 remake look with the 5090. Let me know if you want me to test this with more GPUs and leave your suggestions down below in the comments. And I'll catch you in the next one very soon. As always, love you all. Bye-bye.